What is up, my friends, and welcome back to 2A Tuesday, the one day each week where we discuss all different aspects of the Second Amendment. This particular 2A Tuesday discusses every anti-gunner's second favorite part of the Second Amendment. And it's also something that they really misunderstand, and that is the militia and what the militia actually is. Before we move on, I just want to say that I'm not a scholar, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a constitutional lawyer or anything like that. I'm just some dude who has had to form these arguments myself on more than one occasion because I've worked for the industry for so long, and I just have had to do a lot of this research. So today we're going to be talking about the militia. And if I had to guess, I'd say that most people have no idea what the militia actually is, or who the militia actually is. But it's really important for us to know who and what the militia is, because really it's a part of the Second Amendment. Last time we talked about what regulated meant, and we learned and we found out that the term well-regulated means something totally different today than it did back in the 1700s when the Founding Fathers wrote it down in the Second Amendment. I'll leave a link up here somewhere where you can see, where you can watch that video and see for yourself what the term well-regulated means. So now moving on, what is the militia and why does the militia exist? The militia is you, and the militia is me, and it's all American citizens, both male and female. But in order to really get an understanding of what the word militia is, you got to do a little bit more digging. So those who are anti-gun claim that the Second Amendment is only for the militia and that it only applies to the militia. And then they state, usually around in that same sentence somewhere, that the militia is the National Guard. And that is true, but there's more that goes into it than just being the National Guard, as we'll see. So a moment ago I said that I had done some digging. I wanted to dig up what the militia was for an article that I was writing for one of the publications that I write for the Second Amendment. And what I found was really obvious and astonishing all at the same time. And it's astonishing because they either ignore that it is there because they despise it, or they don't know that it exists. And that is 10 U.S. Code 246. I urge you to look up 10 U.S. Code 246 for yourself, but I'm going to read it here to you so you can see that the militia goes further than the National Guard. And it says, the militia of the United States consists of all able-bodied males at least 17 years of age and, except as provided in Section 313 of Title 32, under 45 years of age who are or who have made a declaration of intention to become citizens of the United States, and of female citizens of the United States who are members of the National Guard. The classes of the militia are the organized militia, which consists of the National Guard and the Naval Militia, and the unorganized militia, which consists of members of the militia who are not members of the National Guard or the Naval Militia. Now, I could do a mic drop here, but I'm going to refrain. So therefore, the militia is made up of regular, ordinary United States citizens. And the reason why that is so is because the Founding Fathers did not like the whole standing army thing, and they wanted to have the regular citizens armed. And they wanted, and the reason why is because regular citizens being armed, like myself and you and everybody else in the country, is necessary for the security of a free state, which is topic for next 2A Tuesday. Because the unorganized militia is made up of everyday citizens, it has to have the same type of arms that the military has in order to fulfill its duty as the unorganized militia. That is why we have things like AR-15s and semi-automatic pistols. So the unorganized militia is still very much so a thing. And that is just one of the reasons why we have this thing called the Second Amendment. So now I want you to do this. I want you to click the video on your screen, because that will bring you to the next video in this series of 2A Tuesday. And if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button, and I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot, my friends.